What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today. Thanks for stopping by. If I have learned anything from this first video, it is that I definitely should not wait until the Friday to edit the video to get it out. My plan was always to have this video done like before lunch, have it up like right around lunchtime. But I don't know. I'm definitely going to be putting out the the request portion, the first video on Wednesdays. That way on Thursday I can gather everything, edit it, and have it ready to go. Because this morning was just a little bit crazy. I was doing some running around, had a couple things come up, and wasn't able to actually sit down and put this together till much later on Friday than I actually wanted to do. So lesson learned, and next time we do this, if we do it, I will definitely be putting that together starting Wednesday. That way Friday morning I can go ahead and just get that up ready to go. So before we get into the questions, I did want to mention that I did pick up an Elgato, which if you follow me on Twitter, I did post that. You saw the picture, which I'm really excited for two reasons. One, I can finally scrap the stupid reflector app that I've been using. I have terrible internet at my house, and I very oftentimes had to just dump a lot of the footage I was trying to capture on it. So I will be able to get reliable video gameplay without worrying about my internet at home, which means I'll be able to get more video footage put together for you guys. And then secondly, and more importantly, I did mention that kind of the end of this month is the deadline I set for myself to have at least somewhat of a basic schedule put together for live streaming. So bought the Elgato, kind of moving towards that. Going to do some testing this weekend. I will probably at some point have like some test streams, which I'll tweet out, that maybe I'm going live or attempting to go live. If you guys want to hop in there and try to give me some feedback, let me know what the stream looks like, as I'm sure there's going to be a lot of a lot of bugs and things to work through because I'm going to screw it all up. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I recorded the audio portion of this before the video, so I have no idea what's playing right now. I'm assuming I'll probably just be doing a Quake grind because I'm way behind on that. The ship may have sailed for me. I may have to wait until the next arena to get her, which I was really hoping to do it twice and dupe her, but anyway, that's what's going on. Nothing special there, but I do appreciate all the comments. We had a lot of good questions. Got a couple shout outs to other YouTubers that I'll do towards the end of this video, so stick around for that as well. All right, let's get into it. So the first question comes to us by eDuffy117. Says, "Do you think Black Widow is still worth sinking stones into?" Question mark. Why did I don't know why I said question mark, but yes and no. This really again depends upon your situation. Like a lot of my answers will depend upon everybody's situation, but myself personally, Black Widow has fallen down pretty far as far as her usefulness in alliance questing specifically. The path that I run, I often run into like 2 night crawlers or more, so she's really not that great of a character for them any longer. There's a lot better options for me personally. For you, if you're still using her a lot, then she's definitely a character that's worth putting the stones into. I would say, whichever character you choose that lowers defensive ability accuracy, whether it be Black Widow, Elektra, Crossbones, Falcon, or anybody else I'm leaving out, just focus on that one character. Whoever you like the best, whoever is the highest dupe, just focus on putting those stones into them. If in this case it's Black Widow and you use her a lot, then I would say yes. If you are not actually using her a whole lot, I probably would hold on to those and see what new skill champs come to the game here soon. Michael Herbert asked, and I think a couple other people asked, what the program was that I was using. I'm assuming you're talking about for the thumbnail. That actually is a website called Canva, Canva.com. It's free and it's really easy to use. I used to use Photoshop a lot in high school and college. And unfortunately, I don't have a good copy of it any longer. So when I started, I was looking for a program that functions similarly to Photoshop. And obviously, Canva is not nearly as in-depth, but it still has the layering aspect to it. And that really was all I was looking for. Sometimes if I really put a lot of time into a thumbnail, I've got like 20 or more layers. It gets fairly complex. I probably put more time into it than I should. But to be honest, I really enjoy it. I probably enjoy making the thumbnails more than I actually enjoy editing the videos. So I don't know. It's all good and fun. But yeah, that's the program I use. Canva. Check it out. It's free. I think I actually was directed there by some random YouTube video that I was watching. I think I typed in how to make thumbnails when I started, and that's what popped up. So definitely go check it out. Worthwhile. Internal News asked me. I'm trying to think who else. I'm looking through the comments section here. Nit or Nitro Course, excuse me. Nitro Curse. There we go. Also asked about the Batista challenge, putting out a video. I did put out a video on that this morning. Go check it out. It's not necessarily a tutorial video per se. It's just kind of footage of what I did to get through completing 100% in day one. I will actually sit down here probably within the next week and early next week, put together an actual kind of tutorial for characters that will work outside of like magic that pretty much everybody's going to use. So look for that to come out early next week. I'll be putting some more suggestions and more gameplay into that, giving a little more in-depth for people who don't necessarily have those initial champs that everybody's using. Jack Chip asked, "Hey Joel, how did you first get into MCOC?" And this is actually kind of a funny story. Let's see, was it 2015? I was looking for a game that I could play while I was rocking my son to sleep. My son was just a couple months old at that point, and it took forever to get him to sleep. A lot of times I was up for a long time during the middle of the night, just rocking him. So I was trying to find something that I could do for those hours, and ran across MCOC, which I remember. It's so funny. When I first got into MCOC, one of the very first arenas that they were doing was the Hawkeye Arena. And I thought that it was live arenas, like you were actually playing people. So for the first probably like, I don't know, it must have been like 2 months of the game, I didn't step foot in the arenas. Like I was trying to build my champs because I thought, if I go in there with these crappy champs, like these guys are going to kill me. I want to make sure that I got higher ranked 3 stars before I go in there. And so basically I missed all the time period, when they put you in that lower bracket when you first start. I missed all of that. So by the time I started doing arenas, I was in the veteran bracket. So yeah, I screwed that up big time. I was stupid. I know. I wasn't taking the game so seriously at that point. I was just playing it a little bit here and there. But yeah, that's how I got into MCOC to begin with. Daniel Decker asked, and shout out to him. He's been a subscriber for a long time. See him all over the place. But he says, "Who is your favorite Marvel superhero? And also, who's your favorite DC superhero? Thanks, keep up the great work." To be totally honest, I've never been a Marvel guy. Growing up, I was always a Batman fan. Like, I loved Batman. I had one of those stupid little, like, cape things I ran around with all the time. And he's always, by far, been my favorite superhero. Most superheroes, their secret identities, like, let's take Superman, for example, or Spider-Man. Like, they just got these crappy jobs, but Batman's a superhero by night, billionaire by day. I mean, how cool is that? So he was always my favorite. So to be honest, I don't know if I really have a favorite Marvel superhero. I guess I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's pretty cool. I've enjoyed the Iron Man series, especially like the very first one. Kind of the later ones were kind of stupid, but the very first one was pretty cool. So I don't know. Maybe Iron Man would be my favorite, but I don't know. Definitely a DC guy. Go Batman. Daniel Noonkirk asked, and I'm sorry, dude, if I messed up your name. You comment all the time, so I guess I should probably figure out how to say that. Noonkirk. I don't know. Sorry, Daniel. Sorry, bud. Would you ever consider starting your own alliance? That is a hard pass. No, I have no desire to do that. I don't have any amount of time to be able to do that successfully. I enjoy very much being in my alliance, being a contributing member, but don't have any time for my own alliance. Now, I did have an alliance way back in the day, Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah, I'm not going to give anything away because you can probably still Google all that and find it. But yeah, I was pretty dorky back then. Star Wars Battlefront, the original one, was my jam, man. I played that all the time. So shout out to anybody who played the original Star Wars Battlefront. Played it on PlayStation. I was G.I. Joel then too. So if you were playing then, I would be super surprised. But that'd be pretty crazy. Jar asked, question, will you now be a booby streamer? That is no. I'm going to leave that to Gravender. He's kind of got the market cornered on that. But real question, how do you market your channel to grow it? And who's your favorite MCOC champ? So I'll answer the easy part of this first. My favorite champ, I don't necessarily think I have one. I go through periods where I enjoy using champs more than others. Like right now, Psylocke, I really like playing with her. Winter Soldier, both of those I'm having a lot of fun with. But it changes month to month just depending upon who I pull. But as far as marketing my channel, do keep in mind, like I've only been doing this for like 2.5 months, so I don't have a lot of experience to be able to draw from. But basically, what I wanted to focus on when I started my channel was me and my channel. I didn't want to focus on what anybody else was doing. I didn't want to go out and try to get people, YouTubers to give me a shout out to push people my way, because what I didn't want to have more than anything was, let's say, 1,000 subscribers, and 950 of them were there because Seaton sent them there or Dave sent them there. Like, I wanted people to subscribe to me because they enjoyed my content, not because somebody else pushed them into being there. If I've got 100,000 subscribers, but half of them are there because somebody else told them to be there, they're not going to watch my content. So really, I just focused on making good content. I focused on making things that I would want to see. And then also, I think the thumbnails are probably more important than anything when you're first starting out, because people don't know your name. They're not going to click on you just because you've got a cool name or because you got a catchy title. But if you can, for a split second, you can grab their attention by having an interesting looking thumbnail, I think that's going to pull people in more than anything. And to be honest, I think that's what's done it for me. I think, not that I've had like wild success, but I think making good content and making interesting looking thumbnails has drawn people in more than anything. Mr. Ragman asked, if you could only pull one of these champions for the rest of your life, which would you choose? Luke Cage, Spider-Gwen, Howard Duck. I think I would uninstall the app is what I would do. If I had to pick one of the three, it would probably be Duckman, just because I don't like playing with the other two. I haven't used Howard the Duck, don't have him as a 4-star, so I guess I would pick him. Although the weird noises he make probably would annoy me within like the first week of playing him. I don't know. We'll see. Gonna take a hard pass on all of them and just burn my phone if that were to happen. Just a Casual Gamer asked, should I take Wolverine Undupe or Scarlet Witch level 7 to rank 4? Ooh, before the update, 12.0, I would have said take Scarlet Witch, but now, to be honest, unless she's a very high dupe, she's really not that great. Wolverine is still a good champ unduped, still has a good bleed, still has a decent regen, so I probably would take Wolverine to rank 4. Ardalan Yousefi asked, can we see your face? Joel, great channel, by the way. Trust me, you're not missing out on anything by not seeing my face. I have a face for radio. But yes, at some point it is going to happen. I have not made it a priority just because I didn't think it was one. Was really just trying to focus on building the channel, but making content, like everything was so new that was kind of pretty low on my priority list. So right now, top of my priority list is live streaming. Once that happens, I definitely will be looking to do some sort of face cam, adding to that. And to be honest, the Casual Friday video I'm doing now, I probably will implement that first into one of those videos. Because this, I probably will be more laid back. I might do it in several locations, just kind of switch things up. But yes, that is coming. Don't get too excited. I'm going to disappoint you, but that will happen at some point. Demolition Gaming asks, who do you think I should 440? Ghost Rider, Elektra, Hulk. They are all unduped. Hulk, if he was duped, for me would be the clear choice there. I think unduped Ghost Rider is your option, unless if you've already got a Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch at 440, I probably would then take up Hulk, but otherwise I would take up Ghost Rider first. Emmanuel Alpay says, I don't know if you can do that, but I would like to see the device in your fingers when you play. Probably not going to happen. I don't mean to disappoint you. I will leave that to Rich the Man. Seems like an extra layer of complexity that I just don't have time for right now. Just trying to figure out how to live stream first, so we'll do one thing at a time here. Salty asks, where do you see MCOC heading in terms of gameplay in a span of a year or two? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I hope that it continues to head in the direction of events like the Batista's Challenge that we saw. I really hope that they spend more time developing events like this on a regular basis. What was the last one that came out? Was it Ming Na's? I think it was Ming Na's Cavalry. But that was like, was that 7 months ago? I don't know. It just seems way, way too long. AQ, AW, as fun as they can be at the beginning, they get stale really, really quick. So I think to keep the game fresh and to keep people interested, they're going to have to put some more time into developing these events. You can throw as many new champs in as you want, but if we're constantly running them through the same crap over and over again, you probably will see the game die in another year or two. But hopefully, if they can mix things up and continue to bring in events like Batista's and like Act 5, I think that is really what's going to keep the game healthy overall. John asks, what are your favorite questing teams? That is a question that is a whole video unto itself. It just depends upon what event you're running, you know. For instance, like Act 5, there's characters I'm going to run with in there that if I'm doing, let's say, I don't know, Batista's challenge, that I'm not necessarily going to take in. So I don't know how to answer that one thoroughly. Captain America World War II, X-23, Scarlet Witch, those are all great characters. I've used them for a long time in questing. South Fence, I have Drax and Captain Marvel as 5 stars and 3 Cosmic T4 Catalysts. Which would you prefer? Both have huge upside, but both are unduped. Thanks. Oh man, I also have Captain Marvel 5-star unduped with many T4 Cosmic Catalysts as well. And I'm not taking her up because she's boring, to be totally honest with you. My opinion on her may change when she is duped and I take her up, but as of right now, I don't enjoy playing with her. Drax is a much more intriguing and fun character to play, so if I'm picking the two, and it just comes down to that, I would throw them at Drax. Saji Dan, I have Doctor Strange, rank 440, level 47. Do you think I shall rank him down and rank up Magic 330 unduped? Or I also have Rogue unduped, Nightcrawler Thor, and duped Storm Electro. Ooh, that's a lot. I would not rank down Doctor Strange for an unduped Magic. If she was duped, yes. Unduped, no. She's not nearly as good when she is unduped. The only other one you might want to look at is possibly Rogue. Rogue unduped is still a good character. I actually think she's probably got a stronger regen than Doctor Strange does. But she's got much more upside than him as well. Much higher prestige, and once you are able to unlock her, or not unlock her, but awaken her, her regen is going to be way ahead of Doctor Strange. So if you're going to take down Doctor Strange, I would take up Rogue, but any of those other characters unduped probably wouldn't touch, outside of maybe Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is an excellent defender, duped or unduped. So really depends upon if you need somebody for questing or if you need somebody for defense. And then real quick, lastly, before I wrap this thing up, I did want to give a shout out to both Cool Gamer MKA, the best, and Nameless Gamer 64. Both those guys have got YouTube channels that support me. Ask for a shout out. And Cool Gamer does not have any subscribers, so I'm going to be your very first subscriber, man. Let's see if we can't get Cool Gamer to 10 subscribers. I'm sure that would make his day. Anyway, I'm going to wrap the video up here. Appreciate all the support as always. Thank you to those that left questions down in the comment section. I really appreciate that. Do let me know and give me some feedback if this is a style of video that you would like to see, maybe in the future. Maybe not every week, but every other week possibly. I've got a lot of ideas for it moving forward that it can kind of morph into. At some point, it will probably be more of like me in front of the camera, talking through things. You getting to know me getting to know you. I don't know if you guys want to send me stuff. I can feature things, give more shout-outs, just things that are a little bit more intimate that you can't necessarily do live streaming necessarily when you're playing. So I don't know. Again, let me know one way or the other. Won't hurt my feelings, but would just like to see what you guys have to say about it all. All right, guys. Thanks as always for watching. Best of luck to all of you out there who are grinding for Quake. If you're grinding for her, shoot for 5 million as close as you can. I think the cutoff is going to be almost right in line with Rogue. So you're looking probably of a cutoff around 4.5 to 4.6-ish, somewhere around there. So shoot for 5, go over if you can, if you want to be absolutely safe. But I think 5 million is a good number. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there myself, but again, best of luck to you. All right, have a great weekend. I'll see you in the next video.